Good morning. Welcome to day 14. That is how far it is from here to Santiago. That's all we have to do today. And we're on the Camino with 16 kilometers and change to go. A lot of new faces for us in the cafe this morning. The cafe was very efficient. Yeah, that's the word. So here's something else you see a lot in Spain, and this is an old lavanderia. In other words, a community place for people to come and wash their clothes. Before these, people would do the individual hauling of the water and doing their own laundry, but this became a community focal point, a place where people could meet, can discuss community affairs, arrange weddings, sell horses. And it was only when people started getting washing machines that this fell out of service.
Just had our first sighting of the cathedral in Santiago. It's actually a little bit magical to see it at this distance.
I left it in my It just let me
Right here.
Made it.
Yeah, once again, we've returned to Santiago de Compostela as pilgrims.
Yeah, we walked into the square, what, about 2 o'clock this afternoon?
No, the cathedral was pretty.
Yeah.
No scaffolding and
Yep, no veiling as there. It was in its full glory.
yeah, it was.
Very beautiful.
It was interesting, a little spark of kind of thrill when we first walked around that one corner and saw it in the distance.
Yeah.
This morning I was wondering, would I feel anything? Is it going to be special or different? And like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
Still
it's still amazing.
And at that moment, we were still walking in really pretty countryside. That countryside part of the walk lasted a lot longer than I thought it would. You know, we were kind of warned that, you know, when we got close to the city, it was going to be very urban and not very pretty. That part went like that. That was only maybe an hour at tops. The rest of it was pretty countryside, little villages, and very
That was
good.
really a beautiful approach. And we should mention there's, as you're getting close to the town of Santiago, about 3 kilometers out on the route, there's actually a splitting point where you can go left or right. And the left is maybe more direct and the right is, what, 0.6 of a kilometer longer, but it's more rural. And it just, the whole approach, the whole day was a very, very beautiful approach into, it's not an urban type.
Right, yeah,
You know,
it's
it's
not
just-
industrial. That's the only part that's unpleasant to walk through is when it's a truly industrial area. If it's urban, it's still interesting. You see people going about their daily lives and there's shop windows
And their
and
pets and their gardens.
yep,
and
good smells coming out of the restaurants.
Yeah. And there were definitely a lot of pilgrims, but actually not
Right.
as many as I thought.
Yeah, based on our experience on the
Yeah.
Frances, this was much quieter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even the square seemed to quieter
yeah.
when we got there.
Yeah, it didn't seem like there was a lot of people, I mean, coming in from many directions. The other times the square has been packed and it's kind of like, wow, it was empty. So a question, was it just me or as we got in closer to the square, we were walking through the city, did it feel like there was an excitement level building. You saw everybody in the restaurants, everybody's kind of hyped, and maybe it was just me, but it just, like, the closer we got that last 3 or 4 minutes, it just seemed to be building, and I was getting excited.
What I enjoyed was things started looking familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't just come here and see the cathedral, we come here and spend a few days. So we've wandered a lot of these little streets in the old part of town, and it's getting comfortably familiar.
Yeah, walking through the park and realizing that was the intersection where we've entered Santiago before, the old part of town. That was really fun.
Yeah, we came the route from Portugal comes in from the opposite side, then we come in 2 times. A little bit different scenery.
I think tomorrow we'll have to go visit the bagpiper.
Yeah.
You could still hear them.
Yeah, we can hear him playing, yeah.
We had a fiddler.
We had a fiddler.
Yeah.
And then when we had lunch, we had 2 different guitarists come and serenade us. So there's music from every corner as people are entering the square.
Then it was fun going to the spot we went to last time and had champagne and a nice celebratory lunch, and it was just, brought back memories of other Caminos, other friends.
Now that place was much bigger than I remembered and packed with people.
Yeah, it was lunchtime. But
True, but I remember like about 4 tables, not
Yeah.
that vast dining area.
Busy today, yeah.
But our waiter handled it with grace.
it was a pretty good day overall, though. I mean, we started around 9:15.
Exactly.
And we were in the square at 2.
And
That includes stopping for coffee and a snack.
Yeah, so over 11 miles, and we had to climb. I mean, it was like 1,300 foot. So it was it was gradual. It didn't really feel it, but and we averaged like a 21-minute mile. So
We might have been a little excited to get here.
We smelled the barn.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
But also having a nice, it wasn't a super heavy day. It would have been a real slog if we went all the way from Padron.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Yeah, I think that would have been a really sad way to finish up our Camino. And I know a lot of people do it, but we decided to break it up and into 2 days instead of 1 day from Padron. We had the boat ride in the morning yesterday, and then we walked about 9 miles, 9 or 10 miles, and stopped short. So we could just come in today with a 10-mile day and enjoy our afternoon.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed the last 2 days. That made it so much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've learned that 12 is good, 14 is hard, anything above that is not, it's a slog.
Yeah.
Anything below 12 is an easy day.
And you can tell we're taking it easy because none of us are wearing shoes right now.
The feet do
Because
need
our
some
feet
recovery
don't want-
time.
Yeah, my feet do hurt.
Yeah.
It's like the bones in my feet hurt.
Yeah. But overall, we probably put in just over, or very close to 200 miles. And with the extra walking around. So, unfortunately, I don't think I've lost any weight, but
Yeah, for
But the
Lebanese today, we didn't share a tarta de Santiago, that wonderful almond cake that we love. We didn't share a piece this time. We didn't buy 2 pieces and share 2 pieces. We bought 4, and that was our lunch today.
It's good.
Generous sizes. They're made of almond flour, so they're like a protein bar,
Right.
yeah.
I feel better about
I go with
Despite all the
that.
sugar and other stuff in them.
Yeah.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
And then what do we have for dinner tonight?
Gelato.
Gelato.
I have been craving it for a number of days, so
Yeah.
Gotta fill
And
in
you
the
found a
corners.
good one.
the rest of the crowd went along with my plan.
I'll have what she's having.
Yeah. That was good, yes.
Anyway.
And we're in Santiago de Compostela.
Yeah. And this is probably the end of the series. If there's interest, we will, would consider putting out a video about our gear again. Although you can go back and look at most of our old gear videos. We might put together a video about what we do in Santiago. And if there's enough interest, I'll even put one together, the things we did in Porto before we set out. Just let us know in the comments. Buen Camino!